Hello friends, welcome back to part 7 of my Tesla earnings forecast video review series. I'm joined as always by my co-host Loki, who is looking alert if I can get him into the frame. Maybe I'll do it this way, and maybe I'll lower the camera here. There we go. That's a pretty good angle on Loki. I'll leave him in the share desktop Loki Cam for you to look at as he dozes in bed. That's a pretty good frame for him. And this is the last tweet that we talked about in the previous video. This is tweet number 11 of my 69 tweet forecast thread that I sent out last night. Let's keep going with the review and talk about tweet number 12. A chart comparing the adjusted profit metric discussed above, excluding regulatory credits, as a percent of revenue charted against revenue per vehicle. So we've got some complicated stuff happening here. I left a link here to another video where I explained this, but you're watching this video where I can explain this again, or I'll try. Anyway, I said I think Q1 was the bottom for the well, for both of these, for the revenue per vehicle and for the automotive gross margin excluding regulatory credits number. So what are we looking at here? Well, the mountain range in the back is one of the two things being charted here. That's the average revenue per delivery. So you just take your automotive revenue, you divide it by the number of deliveries, and that's how you get to this number. So you can see the scale here used to be up around 90,000 in early 2018 when Tesla wasn't selling Model 3 yet. The more Model 3s they sold, the lower this got. Then Model Y ramped up and brought the average up some as that became the leading vehicle Tesla sold. Prices were higher in 2022 because Tesla wanted to keep the backlog from getting too long, and they pulled the pricing lever to make sure the wait times weren't crazy long to get a Tesla. Then, as interest rates got higher and higher, they needed to reverse course on that and reduce prices as production ramped up. So to keep selling more and more vehicles all the time, especially in a high interest rate environment where car payments go a lot higher because of the interest portion, most people are going to finance a new car purchase. And they want to go by what they can afford, right? So you can make that vehicle more affordable for them by reducing its price to make sure you're still selling every vehicle you produce. So those two things happened from Q4 to Q1. Revenue per vehicle fell, and automotive gross margin excluding regulatory credits also fell because when you reduce pricing versus where it was most of the last couple of years, you're going to lose some profit. That's one of the joys of raising prices, is that the price increase is going to mostly flow to the bottom line on realized price increasing. So you raise the price, not everyone will pay the higher price. Some people will balk. So that's an unrealized revenue increase. You can't just say, well, we're going to sell exactly as many. We'll just sell it for more and have 100% realized pricing. There's going to be some fraction of people unwilling to pay the higher price, right? So the opposite happens when you reduce prices on both of those things. One is you increase the total addressable market. More people will be able to afford the vehicle that had previously said, it's just out of my price range. If you reduce the price, you get into their price range, and now they can place their order. But the price cut also falls to bottom line earnings. So you see lower gross margin percents in Q1 than we had in Q4. Hopefully this improves some in Q2 as pricing stabilizes. We actually saw some price increases recently. They were small. But Tesla also indicated on their earnings call that they have costs coming under control, and they're reducing cost per vehicle. So the more of that happens, the more recovery we'll see in this automotive gross margin, excluding regulatory credits percentage over the last half of the year, but probably not returning to the same levels that we saw the last few years, at least not until prices can move north substantially from where they were in Q1. So what's this next chart? This one's also complicated. Maybe I'll save it for the next video, so I'll just make this video about tweet 12. I'll check back in with Loki, see what he's up to. He is just curled up and napping, staring at me, wishing I would stop talking so loud. And I'll say, if you've enjoyed today's video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, why not go ahead and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, which is free. I said it wrong in the previous video, but I left a pinned comment on it, or I'm planning to leave a pinned comment on it when I upload it, that tells you I misspoke. My Twitter isn't free. My Twitter, to subscribe to me on Twitter does cost 69 cents per week. But it's free to subscribe on YouTube, so feel free to hit that subscribe button when you like this video. And thank you to everyone who supports me, especially my executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.